Mastery quiz number 16B, Advanced Algebra. Number 1, find the area under the curve between z equals 1.25 and z equals negative 0.48. The first thing you should do is draw the normal curve. Since we're talking about z-scores, remember in the middle of the normal curve is 0. Then I'm going to mark it 1, 2, 3 to the right and 1, 2, 3 to the left. Okay, so let's mark these two spots. The first one, z of 1.25, we're going to say is approximately right here. Then z of negative 0.48, I'm going to mark that, and I'm going to say that is approximately right here. And we want to know what is the area between those two. So I'm going to show you two ways. One is with the table, and then I'll show you quickly with the calculator. So you decide whichever way you want to do it. So with the table, we're going to look up the 1.25 first. So go to the positive side of your table, go to 1.2, which is right here. Then we got to go to the 0.05, which is right here. So we're going to go across, and we're going to come down, and we see that it is 0.8944. So I'm going to write that down, 0.8944. Now, that's the area to the left of that spot. So that's all the way to the left. Okay, now I'm going to look up the other z-score of negative 0.48. So I have to go to the negative side. Okay, so go to negative 0.4, which is right here. And then go to 0.08, which is over here. So we're going to go all the way across till we get to this column and come down. And we see that that area is 0.3156. So 0.3156. That's to the left of that spot. Remember, the table only gives you the area to the left. So what we want to do is we want to cut that out. So we're going to subtract the 0.3156. All right, so when we subtract, we get 0.5788. So the area under that part of the curve is 0.5788. Now, that's with using the table. Now, if you use the calculator, remember, we can go second and then hit the vars button. Again, one more time. Second, vars. You will pick number 2. Now, again, this is a fancy calculator, fancier than most of you. So what you will do is you will enter your lowest z-score, lower bound. That would be the negative 0.48. Then your upper bound, okay, that would be the 1.25. Okay, and then these you can just ignore. That would be a 0, that would be a 1, but you can ignore them if you've got an older calculator. So if you've got an older calculator, this is what you should see after you hit enter. You should see normal CDF, negative 0.48, comma 1.25. Hit enter, and voila, there it is, 0.5787. Okay, it might be a little bit different because of rounding, but 0.5787 will work. Okay, back to this. All right, next one. In the news this week, they said the average cost for all the proms in the United States spent on prom will be $900 per couple with a standard deviation of $200. What is the probability that a couple picked at random will spend more than $700? Now remember, probability is going to equal the area under the curve. All right, so the easiest way, again, to do this is draw a picture. So let's draw a picture. Now, I'm not going to standardize this one. We don't need to standardize it. It says the average cost is $900, so we'll put $900 in the middle. Okay, then I'm going to mark 1, 2, 3 to the right, 1, 2, 3 to the left. Okay, now remember, standard deviation of 200 means we're going to, when we're going to the right, we're going to add 200. So if I add 200 to 900, one standard deviation above the mean would be $1,100. Okay, but this question is asking about $700. So I'm going to go left, I'm going to subtract, and I see that one standard deviation to the left is $700. So I'm going to mark that spot because that's what I'm interested in. So what is the probability that a couple picked at random will spend more than $700? Okay, so that would be all of this area. Now, you were given two pieces of paper. One was a table and one was with the normal curve. Okay, so this one we want to look at the one with the normal curve. So if we take a look, okay, one standard deviation is right here. So we are interested in this area right here. So if you take and you add all of these together, okay, we should get our answer. So 34.1 plus 34.1 plus 13.6 plus 2.15 plus, don't forget this little tail, is 0.15. We get 84.1. Okay, that's our answer. So the probability that a couple picked at random will spend more than $700 is 84.1%. That's the easiest way to do that one. Okay, the next one. Find the z-score associated with spending $1,500. So remember, z equals x bar minus the mu divided by the standard deviation. Okay, so z equals, this is considered our x bar, so 1,050, minus the mean, which is 900, divided by 200, equals. All right, so 1,050 minus 900, that gives us 150, divided by 200, and divide that by 200, and we get a z-score of 0.75. That's all that's asking. Find your z-score. You're done. All right, two more. Moving on. If a couple's z-score is 2.3, how much did they spend on prom? All right, well, we have to, this is a go backwards problem. So remember, z equals x bar minus the mean, mu, divided by the standard deviation. So I'm going to plug in numbers. So z is 2.3. So 2.3 equals, okay, x bar. That's what I'm looking for. I want to know how much are they going to spend if the z-score is 2.3. Minus the $900 divided by the 200. All right. Now you have to do a little bit of algebra here. So the first thing you're going to do is multiply by 200. And then you're going to add 900. Okay? So again, you're going to multiply, and then you're going to add. So take 200 times 2.3 and add 900. So 200 times 2.3 plus 900. So, wow, that's a lot of money. So if we randomly pick someone and their z-score is 2.3, that means in this instance they spent $1,360 on prom. Okay, and last one. What's the probability that a randomly selected couple will spend between $675 and, that's supposed to say, $1,175? So we have to do two z-scores really quick here. So z equals 675 minus the 900, divide by the 200. Okay, let's see what we get. We get negative 1.1, I'm going to round this, negative 1.13. Then the next z-score. Okay, so we're going to take 1,175 minus 900, divide by 200. And that gives us, again, I'm going to round it, 1.38. Draw a picture. So I'm going to mark negative 1, negative 1.13. Okay, this is being silly. Sorry, folks. Negative 1.13 and 1.38. I'm going to just mark that there. We want to know what's between. Again, you can look them up on the table, okay, but the quickest way to do this is with the calculator, so I'm going to use the calculator. So again, I'm going to go second vars. I'm going to pick normal CDF. Looking at this, my lower bound is negative 1.13, so I'm going to put negative 1.13. Okay, my upper bound here is 1.38, so I'm going to put 1.38. Again, if you're using the table, look up the 1.38 first, write that down. Look up the negative 1.13, write that down, subtract them, and you have your answer. All right, paste this in. Again, if you use the calculator and you have an older one, you will not see this part, so that's what you should see on your calculator, normal CDF. Enter, and we get 0.78, we're going to round it, 0.787. Okay, so the probability equals 0.787, and if we change that to a percent, that's approximately 78.7% of couples will spend between $675 and $1,175. All right, that's it. Good luck.